Okay, some of you sleuths have already been on the website today and saw that early this morning I went in and tippity tapped and put stuff up on sale. So some of y'all have already been oogly googling that. I put a bunch of UBDTFs on sale. A rhinestone by design. I put the bow rhinestone by design on super sale. I haven't finished mine. Um, I did I forgot to bring it down. Well, shoot, dang. I did my feather RBD from the Rhinestone by Design subscription, and it is gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. But I forgot that I only asked her to send me one bag of each, and I stupidly forgot that you get two bags of the clear, the white, the beautiful clear, crystal clear moonstone ones. And so I don't have enough. I literally had enough to do half the cup. Oh no, what is on my table? What the heck? No, I refuse. This table. Ugh. Something's already on this table. I have a silicone mat down and everything. Okay, sorry. Um, so it's beautiful. Shoot, I was gonna carry it down here. I worried about my protein drink. More, I guess. But if you go up on the website right now, there are lots going on. I forgot to move the coupon code to the top. There is a coupon code for buy this, get that. It's 6 items. It's buy this and get that free. Buy this, get that free. Buy this, get that free. Now you can find that under today's deals. Sorry, my computer was dead and it's loading right now. Sorry. I think this is the one that's actually plugged into the wall. So we'll plug you guys in here. So many outlets here. Okay. There we go. Okay. I did move it to the top. Okay, so the coupon codes. Wait, that's not refreshed. Hold on. Refresh. So yeah, because those aren't activated. Hold on. The pages. My computer's connecting to Wi-Fi and doing all the things. Okay. Why is it not refreshing? Stop. I'm freaking my computer. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. Exit. I pushed too many buttons at once. My computer's getting real mad at me right now. I don't know what it's doing. I just freaked out my computer. My computer needs to be replaced. I bought a replacement. I have a second computer. I just hate new things. So I deal with this one being crankopotamus with me all the time. It's very cranky right now. Sorry. She's moving real slow apparently this morning. Doesn't normally. So I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it doesn't like the internet down here. It says I have full bars, but okay. So I know a bunch of you have already been on the website and seen the discounts today because we've already sold like 12 orders since I put them up. So you guys are peeking with your gut bolts. Now go to iwantglitter.com, click on today's deals. You're going to see it all there. Hold the phone. I'm going to sort everything up. I'm trying to get to that page. My computer's moving real slow. So yesterday we launched buy this, get that. So there was 3 coupon codes. I'm not going to remember off the top of my head. 3 coupon codes. Okay, so if you go to today's deals, the coupon codes are right at the beginning. I did move it to the top. Now the 6 items are not right at the top because they were launched yesterday. So the new sale items are above them, but the coupon codes are at the top. So Mermaid, Snow Fairy, and Country Horse are the 3 coupon codes that we launched yesterday. So if you have not shopped them, they are still available today and they will be also available tomorrow. So they are available to use these 3 coupon codes through tomorrow. They are not one per person. You can do as many of these as you want. So if you want to get 3 Snow Fairies, use Snow Fairy 3 times, and you want to get 3 Snow Fairy rhinestone mixes and get 3 Beach Dreams sublimation tumblers, you can do that. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can use if you put 3 turquoise and tan sublimation prints, you can add 3 Country Horse molds. Okay, so if you know you're gonna do massive keychains for you're doing like hosting a little rodeo or something, or you're doing a craft class with all your country girls, you can do as many of those as you want. So it's Mermaid, and that's going to be buy the Let It Snow micro mix and get the Mermaid light sublimation or vinyl free. Snow Fairy is buy the Snow Fairy rhinestones and get the Beach Dreams sublimation vinyl or sublimated tumbler for free. Country Horse is buy the turquoise and tan sublimation or vinyl and get or sublimation tumbler and get the Country Horse mold for free. So all in all, it is buy 3 items and get 3 items free. Okay. That is all posted. You can see all those coupon codes under today's deals. I know. So you can see all those coupon codes in today's Teals. Okay. If you sort by featured, it's the first one that pops up. If you add that to your shopping cart, it doesn't do anything to your shopping cart. We can see you guys adding it. We see you. It makes us laugh every time. So adding this listing, it's $0, but adding that to your cart doesn't activate those coupon codes. You still have to put all 3 of these coupon codes in the little thing that says apply coupon code. It says coupon code or code, and then you put it in and you click apply. You still have to physically put them into the apply box, because adding this to your shopping cart does nothing. So make sure you apply the coupon codes when you're checking out. Okay, so then after that, so get those 6 things. If those are the 6 things sound like they're up your alley. Okay, one of those is buy the Snow Fairy rhinestones, and you can get the Beach Dreams sublimation tumbler vinyl or sublimation print for free. Okay, then after that, I put a bunch of our Disney inspired UVDTS on sale. We have the Queen, the Snow White Queen, the Wicked Stepmom from Cinderella, and then we have a renditioning of like the Down 100 Cruella, Jasmine, and Tower Rapunzel from Tangled, which I love that one. I have that on Tumblr somewhere, the Rapunzel one. So those are all $2.50. And then there, I also put the rhinestones oh, those don't show that they're on sale. Hold on. I mean, the price is marked down, so if you've already bought them, the price is correct. It just doesn't show the compare at price. So you guys can see they were originally $20. I don't know why that's not showing up. So there's a bunch of rhinestones on sale today, 50% off. Compare at, oh, that was no, I don't know what that is. There's something in that box. Okay. Okay. So then you see this one. Hi, big sales. I know. Okay, so the Disney Princess or Disney inspired decals are $2.50. And then the All Bowed Up, that's this guy, the RBD. You can get the sublimation print for only $3 instead of $6. You can get the resin rhinestone set for $16 instead of $25. That's a smoking deal. And you can get the sublimated tumbler for $15 instead of $20. Okay, so that one's on sale. And then the art, like I said, the trays that you guys see me use, these rectangle trays, it comes out to $1 a tray, which is a smoking deal. By the way, there's only like 5 or 6 of those sets left. There wasn't a lot of them. So I was like, hey, let's move them out of the warehouse, get them out of the way so they stop taking up space in them, because we're trying to condense and move. That's why we're doing all these awesome sales. We're technically moving the warehouse. We're literally just moving it across the driveway into a smaller space, because we don't need that giant warehouse space at this time. There was a goal to bring in these big giant printing machines, and that just didn't pan out in our favor. It was God's signal to me of like, this ain't going to be your route. Let's step back. So we don't need all that space. So we're moving across the driveway into the 3-bedroom house. It's going to be, it's a big modular unit. It's one of those prefabricated homes. No one's ever really lived in it. It's always been my office, but now that I'm not there and I'm not using it as an office, it's just there. So we're going to be moving the warehouse into there, and the girls are going to be operating out of there, which is actually nicer. It's a little bit cozier to work in, not so warehousey feel. I don't know. We'll see how the transition goes. And then the rhinestones, the glass rhinestones, it's the Candy Smile. By the way, those are beautiful, and they would work for this guy that we've been working on, because it's the whites and the pinks. You just have to get some neon oranges. Candy Smiles up there. It's only $11, the regular $21.50. And then the Capri Blue, the clear pink, dark pink, light purple, clear AB, light purple AB jelly, blue AB, transparent jelly, all these rhinestone. It's a mixed size bag. It's a bag of mixed size stones for $3.50. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff on super sale right now today. And then the white. So you have white jellies, and then you have the whatever. So right after the rhinestones shows you the 6 items. You have the Mermaid Light, the Turquoise Tan, Country Horse, Let It Snow, Snow Fairy, and Beach Dreams. Those are the 6 items that are the buy this, get that. Okay, so the buy this, get that are in today's deals. They're just after all the items that we put on super discount today. Okay, so the coupon codes are right at the top, then all the sale items, and then the 6 items that are on the buy this, get that. So they're easy to find. So you don't have to search each one individually. Just write down the coupon codes or reference it so if you know what you want. And then scroll to, I believe this is the second page. Onto the second page, at the top of the second page are the 6 items that are buy this, get that. Okay, so that's all what's on the website today, guys. Lots of 50% off marked items. Some of them are like 30 and 40%. Some, I think the Rhinestones are 40% off. And then lots of 50% off. Oh, the Beach Dream Tumbler. Oh, then let's fix that because that one doesn't need to be sold out. Hold on. Let me look. Oh, Beach Dreams Tumbler is sold out. Okay, so a lot of people went for that deal. I knew you guys were shopping it. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get in there. Melissa's gonna murder me, murder me, murder me. Okay, I can't reboost these up a lot because she will murder me, but I'll put up 5 more tumblers. Because Alyssa has to make all these physically, and Mondays are hard for her because she's got a lot of printing and mapping to do. Okay, so 5 of those tumblers are, once those are sold out, guys, I can't restock that one. I can't bury her. I love Alyssa, and I don't want to. I already bury her all the time. I don't want to knowingly just absolutely crush her. If you do that one, then you're going to want to grab, once those tumblers sold out, then grab the vinyl or the sublimation print as your freebie. Okay, now I'm going to throw on my mask and we're going to put on the second coat of this one. Look how gorgeous she came out. We're going to do second coat. Second coat, same as the first. Gloves. Everyone's like, do you know how many pairs of gloves you have? How many cases, like boxes and cases of nitrile gloves you have? And I was like, yeah. Because they went on sale for like $4.99. So I bought an absolute ton of them. Okay, suiting up. Hi, guys. Hello. Hi, April. So I'm going to be real honest. I haven't like told Emily this, but I'm not going to the wedding. I have to listen to myself and be fair to myself. And right now I'm barely holding on to life by a thread. Like every day is very intense for me. And then I've had this last couple of weeks had absolutely even more just piled on top of me, which it's nobody's fault. I take it on. It's who I am as a human being. I want to help everybody and everyone around me and want the best for everyone. And I take on more than I could possibly handle as a human being, but I just do it anyway. And then even when I'm at that point, then I keep adding more onto it. So I am now able to say right now in this moment, I can't go to this wedding. Not because I don't want to go. I absolutely love my best friend. I want to be there desperately. However, it is triggering my PTSD really, really bad. And I'm not going to push through it because I don't need to. It's not about having a day to myself. And it is. I mean, I am now going to have a day to myself. This is about, I want to be there. Like, I want to be there. Like, it makes me want to cry how bad I want to be there. But I also am trying to now live an unmedicated life and cope with, I have something called global high intensity activation, and I have complex PTSD. It's very, very intense. I live a life now that makes it so that it's manageable. And I have not had anything really trigger it for a while. And I didn't realize that was what was going on with me until I realized it was what was going on with me. It didn't bother me. So if you don't know what PTSD is, like yesterday, I went shopping. I went and bought a dress. I went and bought shoes. I was making plans. I was setting up for, my dad to watch my dogs and going. And this morning, I think if it had been that I just had to get up and get out and go, I might have made it. Unfortunately, that's not the case. The wedding I thought was at 3:00 as well. So that changed. And I don't like change. My PTSD, I'm going to just say PTSD, does not like change. And so I had been planning on it being a 3:00 wedding for weeks. And then last night it changed to a 6:00 wedding, and that changed last night. And so that was already one thing. And then the build up mentally to having to go somewhere that I've never been by myself, have to deal with parking, have to find my way inside. And I know that this sounds so trivial and so mild, but if you have never been assaulted or attacked and subsequently dealt with the trauma that creates inside your body, I'm yeah, so it was creating a lot of problems within me emotionally and mentally. And I just recognized that I'm not going to medicate. I'm not going to take medicine to go to a wedding, because that's not the life I want to live anymore. I'm just going to make choices for myself, for my health, and for my well-being. And so I've decided I am not going. So I'm hanging out with you guys. By the way, because I have no kids, my house looks amazing. This morning, I even got up and I was like, okay, before I start getting ready for the wedding, I want to get my kitchen super clean. Because my kids have been doing dishes because I'm trying to get them doing chores and seeing how much work it is for life. Because I'm like, you guys create so much for me because you don't take care of yourself. You don't help me take care of anything. So I'm like, you guys are going to start doing dishes. And so they're doing the dishes, but they're like doing the dishes, right? So it's kind of like it's like they do the dishes, but they don't like clean out the sink or clean around the sink or wipe down the it's so they're doing it and they're not even good at it. So then I have to kind of go back through and redo the dishes. So today I just went and I was like, I'm just going to put all this away and kind of work in here. And then I'm like, there's all this stuff that's piled up, like my Christmas tree. We finally took the Christmas tree down, but it's been sitting in its box by the door because it needs to go out into the garage and I need to find a spot. And that takes 10 minutes and I don't have 10 minutes. So I'm just like, because usually I will start doing something, and as I'm cleaning this area, I move on to the next spot. Somebody moves into that space and destroys it, and it's very, very, very frustrating. And I like my husband has OCD. I just like a tidy, clean house, but I can live in the chaos. But I prefer it to be nice and tidy, and I accept that in this stage of my life, it's not going to be nice and tidy when my kids are home. But they're not home, so I'm organizing. I unpacked our medicine cabinet this morning because we have all the stuff you always need when you have kids, a million band-aids and cold and flu and cough medicine and syrups and things and this and that and freeze spray and Bactine and all the stuff that you need. So I finally unpacked and got it all put away because it's just been sitting in a bin on my counter. Anywho, so yeah, I have not told Emily. Um, I still truly want to believe that I am going to this wedding, even though I darn well know I'm not going to this wedding, because since telling myself I'm not going, my whole body has calmed down. And it's not anxiety. I don't have anxiety because I don't sit and worry about it. It is it is it is all based on and I know what it is. It's not the drive by myself. That doesn't faze me. It's that I now drive an electric car. So there's lots of elements here. I have to find a charging station, which is very uncomfortable for me because I know my gas stations on the way to LA and back that I'm comfortable with, and I could pull in at any of those and get out and pump gas or do whatever I need to do and be comfortable. And if I've been somewhere, I have no problem doing it again, especially if I've been with like somebody else. Um, but I'm like, I don't know charging stations. So that's a level of, and if you don't understand this, it's not anxiety. It's PTSD in the sense because this never bothered me before I was assaulted. And then I was assaulted, and my trust in things that are something you would normally trust in society and ingrained into you, my body no longer trusts. And I can't do anything about that. It physically reacts to new scenarios like I'm under attack. Like it feels like I'm being attacked just trying to walk into a new store. Like my body feels like it's under attack. So it's hard to explain. So anyway, I'm not going to keep going into it, but I have come off almost completely off my medications. I'm on about 5 milligrams of the one that's supposed to help with for war veterans and stuff to sleep. I still take that at night. I was on 45 milligrams, so I'm down to 5. I kind of am taking it as like a placebo. I don't think it's absolutely doing anything, but it mentally makes me feel like I'm not just free falling. So I am on still 5 milligrams, but when I say I'm med free, I'm essentially med free. So I'm learning to listen to my body and listen to my cues. And instead of just ignoring them, I'm listening to my body. So yeah, I'm not going to the wedding. And I feel really bad because I did RSVP because I truly believed until it was about 12:30 was when I finally said, oh yeah, my body's not going to let me do this. But not only that, I would be leaving the wedding and I have to come home because I have my dogs. And I would then be driving home in the dark. That is a whole nother ball of wax of this electric vehicle situation. Just so you know, When Ivan comes back, we're trading and he's taking the truck because I love the electric truck. I do not love having a new car. It stresses me out. I want a used vehicle because it stresses me out how my car should look nice and it actually looks like a homeless encampment inside because I have 4 kids and I'm by myself. And it's only a couple months old. So I was like, I think you should have it because he is very meticulous because of his OCD and he will make it look nice and it will look like a new car and I won't feel so guilty. I'm like, I don't care if I have a 2015 Honda Pilot used mom car. Like that's fine. Okay. Yeah. So I am bundled up because it is chilly down here. It's warmer outside today, but it's still quite chilly in here today. But we are going to do this. Okay, so if you guys are just popping in, thank you for bearing with me. Sorry, sometimes you get the chatty summer. Somebody asked me about the wedding, and I don't want to just gloss over like it's not happening, but y'all know that I cope with stuff. We're all a little mentally googly here. Me, by we, I mean me. But I'm listening to my body today, and I'm not going to force myself. I'm not going to go through what that feeling was, and I'm not going to push through that for hours and hours and hours, and then probably be exhausted and miserable at the wedding, but be there and be smiling. And I love my friend, and I would enjoy it, and I would love being with Emily, but the amount of mental roller coaster that I would have to go through to get there is just not worth it anymore. I'm too old. I'm too old. So okay. I know that I should tell Emily, but I will. I really honestly decided I wasn't going to do it. And then I was like, well, if I'm not going to do it, I'm going to go play and do some crafting and let my body calm down. So here we are. Here we are. I'll call Emily when I'm done. She will understand. She's going to be bummed because we were looking forward to hanging out. Okay. So I'm going to mix for this one. I'm not going to make as much because that was just an excessive amount. So I'm going to make 15 milliliters because I don't even know how many you did, 30 milliliters on this one. It was way too much. Okay. So we're going to do this again. So we're going to go for a second coat on this. If you are just coming in, this is a tumbler. This was originally supposed to be a wine glass. I was going to do this beautiful beach scene wine glass with you guys. However, I broke the wine glass. And then I do have other wine glasses, but I just bought them at the dollar store and they have a sticker on the bottom. And that sticker is like cemented on the bottom of that cup. So I've got to use Glue Be Gone and all that to try to get that sticker off. And that's going to take time. And I haven't had time to do that. So I just not ran. I walked around the corner. I have a whole pile of little things that I bought at Dollar Tree. And this was one of them. It's like this little Hydro Sport top. This is the lid. It's like a little pour top. Plastic, hard plastic, water bottle thing. So we're doing that. Now, what I did do is I showed you guys this. So this is just because the hole on the top is really small, it doesn't fit a regular foam. So what I did was I took some newspaper, wrapped it around the pole, the arm, taped it down with some painter's tape. Then I stuck the neck of it over here. There is some paper poking out here. So I then took painter's tape. I then took painter's tape and wrapped the painter's tape around the paper and the neck of the tumbler, and then did painter's tape around all of that and onto the handle, onto the arm. Okay, so this is all hooked on there. So I have to physically untape it to pull this off. I did not tape off this part because it will dome up on this edge. Sorry, just put it that way. When I bring my epoxy down to here, as long as I don't shove and push epoxy over the epoxy, if I stop right there and just push it to there and stop, the epoxy will dome up naturally on this edge. So if you are new to this, I do recommend taping it off because you might get some over there. If you are experienced, obviously you do not need that tape. So I urge you, if you've been doing these for a while, to stop taping off and seeing where your epoxy domes and just working within that space. It's one less step, makes your life a little bit easier. Okay, so we're going to mix our epoxy now. Okay. Emily just called me, so she might be watching the live. Okay, so here we go. Oh, because she wouldn't call me if I was live. Okay. there's that. Okay. Okay. Part A, part B. And all these years that I've worked with epoxy, I cannot tell you which part is the thick part. I've been doing this for so many years. I have no, I have to look every time. Part A is apparently the thick part. Part A. I would have said part B actually if I had taken a guess. But see, and I won't remember that. I was like, how do you not remember that? I'm like, there's certain things that my brain just cannot. I cannot, for the life of me, remember if my husband's birthday is 1978 or 1979. I've asked him that question at least 30 times in our marriage. It frustrates him to no end. And every time he goes, remember, da 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 da. I know, yeah. And then I don't ever remember. Like even now, I'm sitting here going, well, yeah, I can't remember if it said he's much older than me or just a little older than me. I want to say he's, I don't know, 70. I don't know. I want to say he says 7, 8, 9, and he's like it ends on the 9. You know the joke? Why is 9 afraid of 7? Or why is 8 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Who knows? So he's born in 78 or 79. I don't have a clue. Anyway, that's the same thing with this epoxy. It's just one of those things that my brain is just never going to hold on to which part of the epoxy is thicker. Who knows? Okay, so now I need the sand, and then I have the light blue, the green, and then the dark blue. So I need sand. Oh, and then white. Ooh, I forgot the white. Okay, so we need white. We don't need a lot of white. We just need a little drizzle droop. We just need a little drizzle droop of the sand color. Okay, then a little blue, green. Okay, all right. So then we're gonna go through do these. Oh, friends, come on. All right. So now we've got our cups. These are all for our colors. I got another cup right over here. It's got the stick in it. All right. Oops, shake this up. Wait, this is not the one we have open. Where's my open one? Okay. This is the white that exploded on me the other day. Okay, we're just gonna do our white. Okay. Then we're gonna do sand, which is latte. Oh, this is the one that broke. Okay, so there's a latte. And then we're gonna pick our green. The green. And that one we put a sky blue in, I believe, just to make it like a blue green. Okay, then we're gonna do our sky blue. And then we have a really dark blue. Okay. All right. Put these off to the side. Bring these back in. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna bring up comments because now you guys are facing down. I can't see you guys. Oh, April. Yeah, girl, send me a DM. I put a Band-Aid back on last night. That's funny because I was looking up wound spacers, and I was thinking about doing a wound spacer with a gauze wrap. Because last night it was oozing. The cancer spots are actually starting to turn black. It's pretty amazing. I'll show it at the very end. I'll do a warning, and then I'll show you guys. I'm treating cancer on my arm holistically, y'all. It's crazy. But the black cancer is actually turning black and dying. The necrosis is happening. It's all stirred up. Oh, that light blue is so pretty. Right. So I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I put the alcohol ink on my things, and then I didn't immediately stir them in. I let them sit for a second, let some of the alcohol gas off, and went back in. Okay, so we're gonna start with our dark blue. We're doing a second coat. We would just want to get extra pigment on there. It's so funny because I actually don't think about my Band-Aid issue very often. I just deal with it. I'm like, I just push through, even though there are options to like not have to deal with it, but I always take extra effort. I'm like, I'm pretty good at dealing with pain. The Band-Aid issue wasn't, it was the really the pain of the process that was really, really gnarly. But that lasted for a couple days. Okay, we got our blue. Now see how much darker that got? It's so much more noticeable. Okay, then we're gonna go in with our green. Green down. Remember, I'm not worried too much about this swirling together. It's going to naturally do that when we warm it up, torch it a little bit, get any bubbles off. Okay. Okay, now we got our green. Now we're going to go with our light blue. Now, there's probably 10 ways to Sunday to do this, y'all. This is just what I consider the easiest, I think, for me. Okay. So see how much more dense the color is? The cup is going to always be translucent. You're always going to be able to see through it to a certain extent. But now there's a lot more definition of color in this one. So you can really see the beach scene better. Hi, guys. So if you guys are just jumping in, on the website today, I marked about 20 items, 50% off. There is also 3 active coupon codes for buy this, get that, where it's buy a rhinestone, get a vinyl or sublimation free, or buy a rhinestone, get a sublimation vinyl or tumbler for free, and then buy the sublimation vinyl or tumbler and get the mold for free. Okay, so those are all posted under today's deals. You can see the codes for those coupon codes under today's deals. So it's like mermaid, snow fairy, and country horse are the 2 coupon codes. But if you go onto today's deals, you can actually see there's an icon there that says shows you the coupon codes and shows you it's all written out what you need to what you have to add your cart, buy this and get that. Okay. So there are some awesome deals right there. But then also if you're not a coupon code person, for some reason, I think we all are, but just in case, there's also just some items marked 50% off on the website under today's deals as well. So go peek at those. It's like 2 pages full. Oh, I have no idea what year I got married. You know how I remember? Actually, I do know. It's not that I have no idea. You know how I remember, like how if I think back to figure out how many years we've been married, I know the girls were a year old when we got married. So that's like there's certain markers in our lives for things that I like think back to. There's certain points in my life that are highlight points that really stand out to me. One was my hospitalization, my baby's being born, and my hospitalization. Those are 2 big markers for me in the recent life with Ivan. So everything is like, how many years have we been here since I was in the hospital? How many years have we been here since
And I was like, okay, well, that happened a year after we got married, and the babies were a year old when we got married. The girls are 9 years old now, and that's how we work through all this stuff. Bye, Amy. All right, I'm going to torch this really quick before I add the white. Get all the micro bubbles out. I actually don't mind a few bubbles in there. It makes it look more like water. I don't want to over torch. Okay, now we're going to add our water. So this our waves, our whitewash. So we're just going to drizzle the white in there. I am not going to overdo it on this white. And I'm not going to smear it around. It is going to naturally move itself. It's going to be really pretty because it's going to be layered in there with those other swirls from that first layer. My Frenchie can hear us. He's like, I want it. Okay. So we're just drizzling this on, and then we're going to leave it alone. Okay. Now this is going to just naturally swirl. The epoxy is warm enough. Actually, I do got to torch it just a little. There's a couple big bubbles in that white. I don't recommend continually torching, because you will overheat your epoxy. Just a little bit. Okay. Now this, you do know this turner is off level. This table is not level, so we're going to prop it up a little bit. So he's level. Well, how pretty is that? So simple. Now I could sprinkle on. Oh, that's why I have Walter up. Should I sprinkle? I was thinking about sprinkling a little bit of glitter into it. I kind of just want to leave it. I just want to leave it. I don't want to. I was going to add Walter to the white, but I think it'll look too chunky. Maybe if I had my Biddy Bow accessible, I would do Biddy Bow. Wow. Oh yeah, the wine glasses. That's why I wanted to show you guys the wine glasses. They sell very, very well for beach weddings, like selling a bride and groom set for a beach wedding, a gift for somebody who's getting married on the beach. Yeah, the beach wine glasses do sell very, very, very well. You don't even need to go all the way up. You could just do the bottom little section, or do the stem and the base of wine glasses. So pretty. The beach is bumblebees and beaches sell like gangbusters. Yes. All right. So y'all, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna call Emily and let her know where my brain is at, what's been going on. But I want to make sure everybody knew that there was a bunch of 50% off stuff on the website today. Sunflowers, yep. Sunflowers, cheetah print, bumblebees, wine glasses, dragons, beaches, dragons. Those things sell like crazy. Uh, anyway, oh sorry, I marked a bunch of stuff 50% off today. So I'm fine, you guys. Just so you know, I'm okay. But that's why I made that decision, so that it could be okay. Like I don't need to put myself through anguish and to try to please anybody. I taking care of myself. So don't worry about me, guys. I'm fine. But yeah, there's 50% off. Sorry, there's a bunch of 50 marked 50% off. Some of it's like 30, 40. I don't know. I didn't do the math. Some of it's just slightly off, 50% off. But I marked stuff super heavy. There's about 20 items marked discounted today. If you shopped yesterday, this is all new stuff. I just activated all this sale stuff this morning. This is so pretty. I just activated all this stuff this morning. So all new stuff. And then there is rhinestones are on 50% off or 30% off. I don't know math. There's rhinestones on deep discount, rhinestone by designs on deep discount, UVDTFs on heavy discount. And then there is 3 active coupon codes. Those were activated yesterday. Those 6 items are in today's deals. They're not right on the top. They're on the second page. The icon to show you the coupon codes of what you buy and what you get for them is the first item under today's deals if you're sorted by featured. And then the 6 items are on the second page. If you're on your computer, it's on the second page. They're like almost the first 6 items on the second page. So you can add those 6 items. You can easily find them right there at today's deals. All right. Thank you, April. Yeah, we'll chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really wanted to get down here and do the second coat so you can really see these colors really blend together. And we'll see you guys later. Bye, everybody.